Island of Dr. Moreau, well, as always, for October I do dark shows.
Wells, I mean, he's known still to this day for being very prescient, for writing these sort of cautionary stories about how science and technology, they just get out of hand.
I am playing Dr. Moreau. He's a scientist guy who ends up to run own laboratory and experiments at the island. And he creates human beasts, hybrids, merging animals and humans. He says that God is many things, but I have yet to see any evidence of mercy in his design. In some point, we see that he is kind of playing God himself.
So the first thing that Paata said to me was, I want cyber animals. And I got so excited, and Paata said, I really need them to be scary at the beginning. What are we going to do? And I said, I don't know. So we both sent images back and forth, and what I think to me were the scariest images that he and I both liked were the ones that sort of seemed like the person was cut in half, and there was a real human face on one side and then something gross and grotesque on the other side.
I think about the Synetic style, and when we talk about human and animal hybrids, so that's perfect vehicle for us, I would say, because our actors, they do have that ability to transform, and physically and emotionally, and their vocabulary is amazing.
And I've had the honor to play a lot of different beast-like characters while working with Synetic, and this is just another challenge, and each one gets progressively more and more difficult. Knowing how you move as an individual, it really helps you to put your movement onto a character, especially one that's not human.
And a lot of brand new people in this, I mean, what they're bringing to it is real. I mean, the enthusiasm, the energy, the imagination they're bringing to it is really extraordinary.
The training is nothing like anything I've ever experienced. And it takes me a second, like I have to hang back and hide until it's my turn to go. But it's been really helpful as far as just making yourself aware of your body language and making yourself aware of your posture, just even the tiniest things. I've learned a lot, and I've only been doing this for a few weeks.
The rehearsal process has been a lot of fun. We've been really experimenting with what we can do with our bodies and what we're capable of. And then Irina and Paata will say, okay, we like that, that works, or let's not do that. But it's very physical, and it's really intense.
I've learned a lot of different techniques. I've learned a lot of different methods to keep myself motivated and also stretch my body to different limits that I didn't know I had.
Animal-human hybrids, so it already gives a great idea of movement pieces, how we can create the choreography and the movement. And Irina already has brilliant ideas.
Now we're going to have some dance pieces in the show. First is ritual, when Parker comes and he been basically discovered by this animal creatures, and then they do some sort of ritual, which is for Parker, it's completely horrifying, and they attacking him. That's what he thinks. Another way is just their own ritual. It's so interesting and dynamic. I think it's going to be really visually disturbing and same time dynamic scene.
The new territory comes from the musicality of the text. So the fact that a lot of the beast's lines are, one, spoken in chorus or unison, like what you would have in a Greek play, but two, that a lot of it is in meter. So we've been playing a lot with rhythm and bringing not just the rhythm of the body in dance, but also the rhythm of the voice and connecting the two together, which makes it very musical.
I'm really excited about working on these fights because we get to do this it's primal, it's beastly, it's this animalistic kind of natural fighting. So we're looking a lot at animal movements, when animals attack each other or when they're defending themselves, what is very instinctive. And so we look at, in the human body, what do human beings instinctively do to protect themselves? What do animals and humans do instinctively to attack on a very basic level? And then we can expand it out there.
They have to be predators in order to survive. That was really the only guideline. They have to be both graceful and grotesque and dangerous.
It will be sexy. Sexy as hell, and at the same time scary as hell.
nothing like you've ever seen before with Synetic theatre.